All right, so today we are going to talk about 7 little things you can do to make a major impact, a big impact on your income. All right, so when you think about looking at people that are more successful than you, whether they are millionaires, billionaires, or just people that have done amazing things, or just people that are, maybe they've published a book, they're a best-selling author, they're doing something that you want to do, it's really daunting to try to eat the whole elephant, right? They always say, how do you eat an elephant? Well, it's one bite at a time. So, and by the way, I'm not saying eat elephants. It's just, that's just a comparison right there. So nobody go eat elephants, right? So let's start with number one. Number one, if you think about people that are way ahead of you, you're never going to get there because it's way too daunting to try to overcome that. But instead, what you do is you join peer groups. So I remember when I first took over my ad agency, Single Grain, I joined a group called Entrepreneurs Organization because a year or two ago, I called someone and I said, hey, what's one thing that made a major impact on you? He said, I joined Entrepreneurs Organization, also known as EO. So it's a worldwide organization. I think they've got over, 15 or 16,000 entrepreneurs in that group. And so I decided to join that group, and I learned a lot because people were in different industries. So I don't have competitors in the forum that I'm in. So it's a group of brothers and sisters that hang out once a month, and we just talk about how business is going, how life is going, and then one struggle that you're facing, and then people get to present, and people go around sharing experiences, and you get to take a lot from those experiences, and you decide from there what type of actions you want to take, right? So a peer group like EO, there's YPO, there's YEC as well, that's Young Entrepreneurs Council, there's Vistage, there's just a lot of these different types of groups around the world, and if you don't qualify for these groups because they might have revenue requirements, you can form your own peer groups. I used to do peer groups of other marketers in a similar area, and people would all come over to my place. We'd have dinner and we would talk about what's working. We put people on the hot seat, and it was good stuff. It was a lot of good learnings, and it went a long way. So it doesn't matter where you're at, just make sure that you're hanging out with people that are near your level, maybe ideally a little ahead of you, or people that are way ahead of you, and get that group together, share experiences, and then those little monthly commitments where you just hang out, or even if you do it virtually, those will go a long way because at the end of the day, you don't know what you don't know, and being able to lean on other people's experience goes a long way. All right. And number two, kind of similar to that, is around coaching. So look, there can be health coaches, there can be fitness coaches, or I guess nutrition coaches. There can be posture coaches as well. There can be business coaches. There's all these different types of coaches. Just know that if the Kobe Bryants and the Michael Jordans of the world have coaches, right, or have had coaches in the past, and you think about basketball teams or football teams, they have one head coach and a bunch of other coaches. There's a reason that they're there, and ideally you have a really good idea of what you need, what help you need, and then you can go out there and you can find the right coach. Obviously do a lot of reference checks because in the coaching world there's a lot of people that you don't know who to trust at the end of the day, so you have to have a really good radar for that. Now the third thing is understanding relationship capital. So peer groups is one way of building relationship capital, but let's say I go to a conference, right? Let's say I go to a conference, then I might want to set a dinner with a bunch of other speakers. I might become the connector, right? Because I'm an introvert. I don't like going up to people and talk to a lot of people. But once you start to get to know a lot of people, it's your job is to connect these people, help them. And then also at the same time, check in with them every now and then, and you continue to build a relationship capital. You become the connector, and that goes a long way, and that served me really well over the years. Just so many opportunities that pop up. And kind of similar to that, in terms of if you want to build relationship capital, think about building a content habit as well. So me creating this content right now, every week on Thursdays, I create content. I create my podcast in the morning. In the afternoon, I do videos. In the mornings, I'll write, maybe I'll write something on Twitter. I'll write something on LinkedIn. But I'm constantly trying to create more content because I'll be out there learning things. But when I'm teaching, I'm also articulating my thoughts as well. Other people discover me that way, and that leads to other relationships. Those are touch points, and those touch points can evolve into greater relationships that might become friendships, and those are important. Friendships are important. All right. And the other thing too is making sure that you have very specific goals. Not only that, you have goals for the year. You have goals personal, professionally, and then maybe some other things you want to do. Maybe you want to travel somewhere. I like to put a Post-it where I'm brushing my teeth, and I like to put a Post-it right next to my monitor where I'm working, and those goals are constantly being reinforced in my head. And then I guess that's number 5. And kind of related to that, number 6 would be what I would do afterwards is, I'll write on a Post-it note my top 3 for the next day. And Jeff Bezos even said this, obviously this is Amazon, but, just get 3 important things done per day, and that's a good day. Obviously, if you're just starting out, there's a lot of different things for you to do, and you have to just, put the pedal to the metal and go hard. But once you start to get a little more established, then, you focus on your goals for the year, and then each and every day, it's just 3 big things for the day, and all the other things, sure, you can do them, but get those 3 rocks done, and then you're gonna be in a good spot. All right. And number 6 would be a sleep habit. So building a good sleep habit. So I used to think that I should try to get less sleep, because if I get less sleep, I can work more. Even Arnold Schwarzenegger said, you'll sleep more when you die. So just, you don't need that much sleep, right? And now we're realizing that sleep matters a lot. I recommend reading the book Why We Sleep. But, for me, I've kind of become kind of neurotic with my sleeping. I wear sleep tape on my mouth because I'm a mouth breather. I'm trying to get better with my nose breathing, but it closes my mouth, and, that makes it so I don't need to get up and drink water or get up and just wake up in the middle of the night because my mouth is really dry. So that goes a long way. I wear an Aura ring to track my sleep metrics. I have a chili pad to keep things cool. I sleep with the temperature at 68 degrees Fahrenheit. I have bamboo sheets. Those are really comfortable. And then I have really important to have a great mattress as well, very, very firm for me. And, I have a good air purifier as well. So those things go a long way to improving my sleep. And so when I wake up, I'm more energized, I'm ready to go, and I can perform better both personally and professionally during the day, because you spend, 7 to 8 hours in bed. All right. So number 7, last but not least, is a health habit. So, sure, you can have a morning routine, you can have a sleep habit, you can have all these different, you can have a content habit as well, but a health habit's important too. So, for me, I like paying for meal prep because the food's delivered to me and I just eat the food and go back to, maybe I'll watch a little TV and go back to work. But, I keep things simple for me. I have a Peloton bike in the back, and you can see it. Can you get something where you can work out at, or train at home? You have weights, you have dumbbells, you have kettlebells as well. And so just make it easy where you can kind of take care of your health every single day. Because if you don't have good sleep and you don't have your health, then you're not going to be able to take care of your mind. If you can't take care of that, then you're not going to function as well during the day. So all these little things, if you just constantly monitor them, you're going to be doing a lot better than most people, because a lot of people, they don't monitor these things and they don't pay attention to these things, and that's what holds them back, and they don't get the compounding effect that you get, right? You're constantly making these deposits across the board every single day. You're knocking out 3 big things. You know what you're trying to accomplish. There's guaranteed, if you keep doing these things over and over, you're going to do these little things that will have a major impact on your life. And you just wait and see, 5 to 10 years, you keep doing this consistently, guaranteed you're going to be successful, right? Just make sure you have the right positive habits, you have the right sleep habits. And if you're not hanging out with the right people that have, if they're maybe going in a different direction and they're not aligning with your goals, and they're not aligning with the habits that you want to manifest, then, you have to make a decision there, and maybe you have to move on from these types of people, right? So that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed this. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think I missed, and hit the like button, smash the like button. And also, don't forget to rate, review, can't even say review, rate, review, and subscribe if you're coming from the podcast world, and we'll see you later.